Can I pre-grade and guess my own tag grades? That is what this video is all about. Over the past several months, I've been teaching myself how to pre-grade cards to get the best grade possible. Now, I have done this, and I should have made a video on it, but I didn't. And I have done this with PSA and CGC, and I did very well. But with Tags AI grading, I want to see how it stacks up and see how accurate my pre-grading is versus Tag. All right, so first things first, how do you guys know that I'm not doctoring this video and making it look like I can pre-grade my cards perfectly? Because I can't. I'm never going to get every single one right. Well, first thing here is this is my grading submission spreadsheet. It's got every card in it that I submitted with this, and it also has the date here. And you can also see that it has not been modified since June 3rd. So if we look at that right there, June 3rd was when it says it was created, although I did create it earlier than that, and it has been not modified since June 3rd, 2025 at 7:36 p.m. I am recording this video Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, about quarter after 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to take a look at all of this stuff. And if you want to see a specific card, they will all be listed in the description below with timestamps. You don't have to watch the whole video to see what I'm doing. If there's a specific card in this submission that you'd like to see, check out the timestamps in the description. So as for my tag submission, this was the first bulk submission that I have sent to Tag, 20 cards, which is the minimum for the bulk submission. That's $15. Grading costs per card. I actually had a 20% off coupon too, so that was pretty nice to use. But Tag seems to be catching up pretty well with the explosion in popularity that they had earlier this year. I started the order on May 12th. It was received at Tag, or rather delivered to Tag, on May 20th. They marked it received the same day, May 20th. Order prep began on June 19th, and then it moved pretty quick from there. It was shipped back to me on June 28th. So it does look like they are catching up with all that popularity that they experienced. I personally love Tag slabs. I think they look the best in the grading world. They're super clean, and they are selling very well on my eBay store for basically the same price as PSA of the equivalent grade. In this submission, 20 cards, again, there's quite a few. There's a few from 151, Scarlet and Violet 151. The big ones in here are going to be the Espeon EX from Prismatic Evolutions, as well as the Charizard EX from Scarlet and Violet 151. So before we crack into this box, let's take a look at my spreadsheet. All right, so here is the spreadsheet, and this is everything that I went ahead and pre-graded. So we've got, just for example, up here, the very first one was the Erika's Invitation. And I did the front measurements, the back measurements, my grade guess, and some notes. So for this one, for example, HODs is human observable defects. That's something that I could see. When I pre-grade these cards, I use a centering tool as well as a magnifying glass and a couple of bright white lights to see what I can see with my eyes. So if I can't see anything on it, then honestly, I think it would get a 10. If something can only be picked up by a machine, I really don't think it deserves to get the grade knocked, because what person is going to be able to see that and even notice it's there? So for another example, for this one here, the Omanyte, it was very close, very, very close to the 10 pristine measurements. So I really wasn't sure because the grading tools are not 100% accurate. This one did have some possible corner wear on the top and bottom left, but I couldn't tell if it was the lighting or actual corner wear. Sometimes those bright lights can be tricky. And then down here, I also have the Charizard EX as well, which would also be very close to a 10 pristine, depending on the measurements for front and back. In the notes, nothing that I could see. Again, human observable defects, card is clean, and the 10 pristine would depend on how accurate my centering measurements are. And the good thing about this is we can check out the dig report for each card in this as we go along through the video. Again, timestamps in the description if you want to check out a specific card. So now that we see this, I will throw this graphic up there as well onto the video so you guys can follow along with what my notes are, as well as centering, and we'll check out dig reports and all that. So I guess 20 cards, let's get started. All right, so super excited to get into this. Here is the tag box. There's 20 slabs in here, and you can see right here, it is still sealed, have not opened it yet, have no idea what these grades are going to be. I've got my grading spreadsheet on the monitor in front of me so I can follow along, check out what we're going to look at. And then also on the other monitor, which we can switch to, we can check out the dig report for each individual card. So I guess let's get into this. That is a hefty sticker. I had to cut it twice to get in there. It's still stuck. All right, there we go. All right, so box is opened and they are all nice and wrapped up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Unless I missed one, I'm missing a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so I missed one on the first time. All 20 cards are there. All right, so now we can see all 20 cards in the box. So we'll take the first one out here and we'll just move it over here to the side, get it out of the way. With this submission, they also sent 20 graded card sleeves, so they'll all go in there. I'm going to be going to Collecticon in Richmond, Virginia on July 26th, so I want to take these with me before I throw them up on the eBay store and see if anybody might be interested in what I got. All right, so we've got our first one right here, and let's see what we get here. So the grade should be on this side over here, so let's see if we can open it the right way. And I'm sorry for probably how loud this might be in the microphone. Super plasticky wrap. So the first one we've got here is going to be Giovanni's Charisma. This one coming from Scarlet and Violet 151. And my grade guess for this was a 10 with 51.7% on the left, 48.3 on the right, 50.6 top, 49.4 on the bottom. That is for the front of the card. So I thought this would be a 10, and our grade is a Gem Mint 10. Look at that right there. So we got the first one right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dig report and see how accurate my measurements were as far as that goes. All right, so let's find Giovanni's Charisma here. Where are you, Giovanni? T right here. So we got this one here. I will go ahead and open that in a new tab. So we got the dig report here. So Gem Mint 10, highest Gem Mint 10 graded, second overall highest, second. And let's go down. The measurements are going to be the important 52.48, got that right, and 50.6, which is round up to 51 on 49 top, 51 bottom. Okay, so yeah, that was right. Rounded up and rounded down. So perfect on that. Oh, by the way, I am using the centering tool that you can find on iOS. As far as the back goes, 43.57. I had 45.54, so close. And the top bottom being 50.50. Yes, that was also right. No dings on the grade, so that's pretty good. So as far as the centering app goes on iOS, it's looking pretty good to use that to test and see if your card is centered enough worth grades. And I'll pull that up real quick. So on the iOS here, and you can get it on the App Store, this is the card centering app right here. You open that up and you can scan a card and it'll give you the picture just like this. And it'll try to identify the card in there. Obviously, it's in a slab, so it's not going to pick it up right here. It's got a couple of levels on it over here. You can see these green bars and yellow bars, and it'll help you level the phone so you can make sure that your card capture is going to be as flat as possible. And you can also upload pictures if you have it. I think the app to unlock it with no ads or anything like that is $3 or $4. So far with the first card, definitely worth it. So right now we're 1 for 1. That's a good start. All right, so we've got card number 2 here coming out of the box, and hopefully I can rip this. I can rip all of these to not so much reveal the grades prematurely, so we can see what card we're working with first. And this one's being a little bit difficult to open. These little bags that these things come in are pretty sturdy, honestly. All right, so there we go. Should be able to rip this one down. All right, so we've got the Omanyte here next, and the Omanyte was the one that I said could possibly be a 10 pristine, but depends on how close my measurements are. So with Omanyte and 151, I said it was a 10p or a 9 based on that possible corner wear that I couldn't tell what it was. So I guess even if I get a 10, that would still technically be wrong. And we got a grade of a Gem Mint 10. So I was actually wrong. I guess 10 pristine or a 9. So I guess right in the middle there, but I suppose we'll take it. We'll take the 10. I don't know if I want to consider that 2 for 2 or still 1 for 2. I don't know. I guess the 10 pristine part was a little bit outlandish, but we'll say 2 for 2, I guess. So let's check out the dig report for this one. All right, so Omanyte here, we'll open the dig report and check this one out. So at the current time, ranked highest, first, tied for first in Gem Mint 10 and highest overall. So that is definitely nice to see. So as far as my measurements went, 50.3 left, 49.7 right, 50.7 top, 49.4 bottom. So let's see how we did. The front 53.47, and I had 50 and 49, so I was pretty far off on that. 51.49 on top and bottom. Rounded up for mine, that would be correct. So I did get the top and the bottom right. Left and right, I did not get right. But that left right there on the front was the only thing that kept me from getting a pristine 10. And it does look like, according to my notes, top left, corner wear right there. So that was a back top left. So I did have possible corner wear on top and bottom left. So back bottom left, there was a print line, which still got the 10. But again, those generally the print lines, they don't have to keep you from getting a 10 because a lot of times, sometimes they are non-human observable defects. So we'll take it. We'll take the 10 there on this one. And I cannot see that print line, so that is probably something that came across in that stereoscopic imaging. Very hard for the human eye to see. Okay, card number 3 now. We'll get this one ripped open here. And for card number 3 coming out of the box, we've got the Dragonair from 151. So this one here, I guessed a 10. I couldn't see anything on this, no human observable defects. The card was clean to me, and we get another 10. So now I am 3 for 3 with pre-grading my cards going to tag. This one is a beautiful card too. I really wanted to get this one graded because it's just this is just an absolutely beautiful artistic piece of work here. So that one, I know somebody will love to have this in their collection. As for Dragonair, I guessed 50.5 left, 49.5 right, 46.3 top, and 53.7 bottom. So let's check out the dig report. So dig report says highest gem mint tied for second, highest overall, also tied for second. As for the centering, 52.48, which I had 50.49, and top and bottoms 45.55. So I was riding the line there on a 10, and I had 46.53 for top and bottom on the front there. Not bad. I'm pretty close with that iOS centering app. The first one was pretty much spot on, but these next couple of cards were a little bit farther off, but still managed to pull the 10s. And for this one, no notable defects on the card, so that is good. Scroll a little farther down. Looks like Fill and Fray and the angle of all these are looking really good. Back and the back of the card, absolutely perfect. 1000 all around. Not too much Not too bad on the edges as well. Back edges are pretty good. And the images down there at the bottom. All right, so cool. We're 3 for 3 now with pre-grading. So let's move on to card number 4. Okay, card number 4, and I just realized that I'm pulling from the right side of the box and going left. So it should appear in the order that my submission was. So I just realized this, but this should be the Charizard EX from 151. So we'll go ahead, get this one open and see if I am correct on that. And it is the Charizard. So we got the Charizard here as the next one. My grading guess for this one was a 10 or a possible 10 pristine. I could not see any human observable defects. The card was clean, and the 10 pristine would depend on how accurate my centering measurements are. And Gem Mint 10, 4 for 4, guys. 4 for 4 on this pre-grading journey of mine for tag. So if you're seeing anything from this video, it is, don't just send your cards out all willy-nilly. Go over them, pre-grade them, make sure you're going to spend the $15 or $25 to get your cards graded, and you're going to get back a good amount of value out of those. For this one, the Charizard, 49.6 left, 50.4 right, 48.2 top, and 51.8 bottom. Let's check out the dig report. All right, Gem Mint 10 on the Zard, and we've got the 27th highest ranked Gem Mint 10. Tied for 27th there. Centering front 48.52. I had 49.6, which would have rounded up to 50, and 50.4, which would have rounded down. So that is left and right. So it was a little bit off on that one. And the top bottom 47.53. I had 48.51, which would have rounded down to 48.52. So again, still pretty close there. As far as the back goes, not super concerned with that because 65-35, I believe, is the constraint for that to get a 10. I think it's 65-35 or 60-40 or something like that to get a 10. So that's pretty tough to be outside of, especially you're going to see that with the naked eye. No observable dings here on the impact of the grade. Scrolling down, we see the corners, fill, fray, and angle. Very good, nearly perfect on this one. Back, perfect all around. And the edges on the front looking pretty good. Only lost several points there. And the back edges also looking pretty good. So 4 for 4. Next card up. Okay, next card up should be a Pikachu. And this should be from Pokemon Go Sword and Shield, or Pokemon Sword and Shield Pokemon Go. Now this one is for my personal collection, so I was not concerned with what grade this is. Pikachu cards that I pull for the first time out of a set, I like to grade and encapsulate for my own personal collection. So the Pikachu card here, this one is not going to be for resale or anything like that. So honestly, only concerned with, did I get the grade right on this one? So we've got the Pikachu coming out of here. My grade guess on this one was a 9. In my notes, there seemed to be some corner wear on both the bottom left and bottom right of the card. And these things are very tough to open. All right, so we've got the Pikachu here coming back out from Pokemon Go, and it is the reverse holo, and our grade is a 10. Wow, I got a 10 on this? Okay, I was wrong. So I'm now 4 for 5 with the pre-grading. Obviously, I'm not going to be mad about the Gem Mint 10 coming out on this. My notes, again, were... seems to be corner wear on both the bottom left and the bottom right of the card, which I can slightly see, but we can see this better on the dig report to see what I was talking about. I guess maybe I'm a little harsh on the corner wear myself. So let's go ahead and flip over to the dig report. All right, so Pikachu with the Pokemon Go Sword and Shield, that would be this one right here. And we have got, obviously I have the only one of these graded. Nobody's probably grading these, but this is just for my personal collection. So this is a true rank 1, highest Gem Mint 10, highest overall. It's the only one that's been graded through tag. So it is a very unique card. Centering for this one, I had 45.1, 54.9 for front, left, right, and 45.55 is what they got. So it's very good with that. 48.52 on the bottom, on the top and bottom. I was also spot on with that, 48.2 and 51.8. So obviously rounded to the closest numbers, perfect there. Down here, so back, bottom, left, corner wear. So I did get that. I did get that right on my notes. Seems to be corner wear on both the bottom left and bottom right back of the card. So that was very good. Then we scroll down. Let's see. Let's go to the slab images to check that out. That's where you're going to be able to see it because you can zoom in 800%. And there is that little bit of corner wear right there. Obviously not enough for it to knock it down to a 9 like I thought it would be. Because if you zoom out to 100%, obviously not visible. Looking at the card myself, again, I was looking at it under a magnifying glass. If I'm not actually looking under the magnifying glass, yeah, I can't really see it. So it looks like I was a little harsh on the grade for myself there. So that is our 5th Gem Mint 10 in a row. Next card up is going to be Eevee. This one's going to be Eevee from the Pokemon Day 2-pack blister. So for this one, I actually have 2 submissions in here. So I'm actually, I'm not exactly sure which one of these this would be. Hopefully my measurements are close enough to figure it out that way. So we'll see what we get here. As far as both of them go, we'll actually just let's grab both of them because the next one should also be Eevee as well. So we'll grab both of these, and this one is really sealed. All right, so we'll start with this one that I started with. So we got open this up here, and it is the Eevee. So the Eevee here, you can see on the screen what my guesses for these were, as well as the centering and stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and send it with these. Gem Mint 10 on this one. So I did guess a 10 on one of them. And we'll take our second one here. This should also be the other Eevee, and it is. And this one, also a Gem Mint 10. So that is card number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 10s so far. So I had a Gem Mint 10 minor corner touch on the back of the card, bottom left. Let's see if I can see that here. Might not have been this one. Let's check this one. Yeah, I can see a very small corner touch on that one, just barely with the naked eye. I also had on another one, minor corner touch on the back bottom left and corner wear on the back bottom right. Obviously, not enough to cause it to not get a 10. Again, maybe I was being a little bit overly harsh, but we've got 2 Pokemon Day Eevees here. So we'll switch over and check dig reports for these. All right, so we got our first one here, and this dig report is G11, starts with G11. So this one we'll check out, see if there's anything here. So we've got highest Gem Mint, rank 4, overall rank 4 as well. Centering for this 46.54, and I had one at 47.5, 52.5, 47.3, and 52.7. So whichever one this happened to be, was pretty close. Top and bottom was 49.51, and for these I had 49.5. I had one at 50.50, one at 49.5, and one at 50.5. So either way, both of them are close. Dings, notable defects with the impact on the grade. I guess that would mean why it didn't get a pristine or something like that. I'm not sure. But this definitely wouldn't get a pristine with 46.54. So we'll keep going down. So we got some corner wear, and we also have an ink defect on this one. And if we check out the map here, it should show us right there on the bottom at the Pokemon. So let's see if I can see that on one of these. And that would be right around there. Oh, I do see it. Yep, there is a very, very, very slight ink defect, and so let's go back to the card cam. Not sure if you'll be able to see this on there. I don't know if you can see it on there. It should be somewhere in this area. There's a very small dot right there, very, very small. But again, not harsh enough to keep it from getting a 10. And this is the other one. So let's, I guess let's move on. The next one is going to be a big one. Next card is a big one. All right, so this next one is going to be the Espeon EX from Prismatic Evolutions. I pulled this one on a rip of the day from 5 loose packs that I bought off of eBay just to have, literally for rip of the day. So that was, I guess, a really good buy. So again, this should be the Espeon EX, and I actually ranked it a 9 on mine because there's I could see a slight corner touch on the back bottom left and possible corner wear on the back bottom right. But if I did get a 9, it doesn't matter because the only way I'm reselling this one and not going back into my master set is if it got a 9, I'd crack the slab and put it back in the binder. So we'll see right here. So it is the Espeon EX and Gem Mint 10. So it appears to me that I am being a little bit harsh on my cards with this pre-grading, which I guess is better because if you're being a little bit harsher and still getting those 10s that you're looking for, then yeah, I guess if you're being harsh and you're still guessing that it's a 10, then you might be on the right track. So there we have the Espeon EX as a 10. So this is a card that I was wrong on. Let's check out the dig report. Espeon EX, we'll check the dig on this one and see what they had to say. So this is the 8th highest Gem Mint graded, so tied for 8th overall. As far as measurements go for this, I had 51.3, 48.7 left, right, top, bottom, 49, 51. And we got front, left, right, 51, 49, which I was spot on for. And the top, bottom, 49, 51, also spot on for. Dings, back, bottom, left, slight corner touch on the back, bottom, left was in my notes. So that was perfect. I did get that one. Possible corner wear on the back bottom right. Again, that could have been from lighting that I could not tell what was going on there. So we'll see how that does. Yeah, that was probably seen under magnification. Corner wear at the back bottom left, but very, very slight in there. And then we'll go down. Fill and fray looks good on the front. Fill and fray perfect on the back. Edges look very good. Also, back edges look very good. And on the slab images here, we've got the back bottom left, which I was talking about right there. That very, very slight little white dot. You zoom back out, can't even see it at 100%. And the back bottom right, not sure. That's what I guessed there, but I guess it was not significant enough to affect the grade. So, all right. So we got another 10. All right, so this next one should be the Articuno from Journey Together. And unfortunately, in my notes, it looks like I forgot to put the grade that I guessed it would be, but I assume I was guessing a 10 because my notes actually say no human observable defects. The card is clean. So that's why you see that graphic there on the screen and it's blank, because obviously I forgot to put that in there. But I'm assuming I was guessing that it would get a 10. And for the Articuno, we get, oh, this is a Pikachu, actually. So we're actually wrong on this one. So it looks like they are a little bit out of order based on the box that they're coming in. So this is actually coming from the Scarlet and Violet 151 mini tins, the Costco. This is the Reverse Holo Cosmos Holo. This is another one for the personal collection. I guess this one is a 9. And there's no human observable defects, and it was off-centered, right heavy on the front is what my notes said. And this one also got a 10. Wow. Okay. I guess the centering tool is not perfect, obviously, but I'm surprised that this one did get a Gem Mint 10. Let's take a look at the dig report and see why. All right, so we've got the Pikachu is actually showing as number 12 here, the Cosmos Reverse Holo. So let's take a look at the dig report here. And we've got the highest Gem Mint graded. This is graded first, tied for first. And centering on mine was, I guessed, or rather I calculated 43.5, 56.5 on the left and right. But Tag has it as 45.55, and if we go down, Centering was right on the line, 45.03 and 54.97. So that is right there on the line. Obviously 0.03 percentage points. I guess they are not going to ding you. So those people out there that might think tag is super harsh and you're going to get dinged on that centering for 0.03, I guess you're not. So 54.97 on that dig report there. And snapshot, it says centering on the front is the notable defects. Now, I'm actually not sure why this card got a 10 in this regards, because we have 53, 47, 45, 55, or rather, I am sure why it got a 10 because it is within this constraints, but what I'm not sure is why this was a ding. If it was a ding, then I would assume it probably would be a little bit harsher on the actual grade of the card, maybe getting a 9, but because I guess we're right there on that cusp, 0.03 percentage points, they still determined that it would get a 10. Corners look good, edges look good, and the back here, and zoom in just a little bit, you can see that it is just a little off center there on the left and the right, very, very close to riding that line. All right, so next card up, now that we're out of order with that Pikachu that we just saw, I'm actually not sure what card this might be. So we will go back to being surprised, I guess, here to see what this is. It looks like this one is going to be Umbreon. All right, so this is an Umbreon card that I got out of a Evolving Skies 3-pack blister that I got off of eBay. And this card in a 10 actually goes for a couple $100, and I spent 115 or 120 on the 3-pack blister for rip of the day. So I wanted to try to send this in, maybe to try to make a little bit money of the money back from the that 3-pack blister. So we've got here on this one, my grade guess was a 10. No human observable defects. Card is clean. 50-50 left, right. 52.8, 47.2 top, bottom. And we get a 10. So I was right on this one as well. Looks like I will be making a little bit of money back from that Sword and Shield, or that Sword and Shield 3-pack blister from the eBay purchase for Rip of the Day. So this is a really cool card. It's an homage to the Moonbreon there. Obviously, you got the moon. Let's jump over to the dig report. All right, so this one here, it looks like tied for the highest Gem Mint 10, first place overall. And we've got centering as far as my guesses go. I had 50-50 on left and right, which I was apparently pretty off on. Left and right, top bottom was 54-46, and I had 53-47 roughly. So I was 1 percentage point off on those. Dings, snapshot of defects here. Back top right, a little bit of corner wear. Looking at this card, that does look like something that I missed. Can't really tell with the naked eye here. I'm not sure. Trying to look at it, angle under my light, and I can't really see it, so we'll probably have to go to the bottom and zoom in. Let's go down to the slab image real quick. Zoom in on the back, and we've got 800% zoom, and yep, you can see it just there at 800%, right in here, just a little bit of whitening there on the top of the card, top right back corner. So another 10 added to the pile. All right, we got our next card coming in here. Again, out of order now, so not sure what this one will be. Let's see if we can get this good and open. All right, so this next one is going to be this one here. We got the Articuno. There we go. So now we've got the Articuno. This one coming from Journey Together. This one I guessed. Again, I didn't have the guess in there for this one, and based on the notes, it would be, I guess, I probably would have guessed it would have been a 10. 48.1, 51.9 on the left and right, 49.2, 50.8 top, bottom. So we got a Gem Mint 10. So I would have been right on that if I actually would have remembered to put my grade guess in there. So I had no human observable defects on this one. Let's see if the dig report agrees. All right, so here we go. Once again, we have the highest gem mint 10 graded, tied obviously, because I don't do the scoring system. Centering and snapshot of defects here, back top right, corner wear. So I didn't have that one. I didn't pick that up in my grading guess. Let's see if we can go down. Let's see, what was centering? 4852, and that is what I had for left and right, and 4951, which is also what I had for top bottom. So I was spot on with that one, obviously on the front. And we go down, which one was that? Back top right. Back top right, scroll up a little bit, and we've got that very, very small little white spot right there. Very small. So I missed that on the pre-grade that I was doing, and with my two eyeballs here, I cannot see it. We'll zoom back out to 100. Can't see it there either, so I guess that could possibly be a non-human observable defect that the machine picked up that I cannot see. Next card coming up, this one. And on this one, we've got the Lycanroc from Journey Together. This one, I guess, was a 10 as far as my notes go. Slight edge touch just above the back right corner on the very right edge. 49.2, 50.8 left, right. Top bottom, 52.5, 47.5, and we get a Gem Mint 10. So another one that I was correct on. We're doing pretty good here. I think we're doing pretty good with the pre-grading. Let's jump over to the dig. All right, so first, tied for first there, highest overall. Centering 51.49 left, right, and I had 49.51, yep. And top bottom, 51.49. I also had 52.5, 47.5. So pretty close, I guess, if you round up, down. So it's pretty spot on with that. No notable dings that affected the grade. So it looks like we have a nice, true Gem Mint 10 here. Everything looks good, feeling fray, looking good. Card images down here at the bottom. So there, very good. 10 on the Lycanroc. All right, so for this one, I probably should have done this a little bit earlier, but I pre-cut it over here so we could try to save some of the noise from these things. These bags, they make so much noise, and I'm sure that this condenser microphone is picking up a lot of that. It's probably really annoying. So this next one is going to be the Milotic Trainer Gallery. This one coming from Sword and Shield Silver Tempest. My notes say no human observable defects that I can see. The only reason for not getting a 10 pristine would be unseen surface defects or fill fray issues. For this one, I had 51.49 left, right, and top bottom 50.50. So let's see if I got it right. 10p or 10 pristine. And we get a Gem Mint 10. So no pristine on this one, but I still got the 10 guess correct on this. Not a super valuable card, but Milotic is a really cool Pokemon. And the trainer galleries, I love the trainer galleries from Sword and Shield era. So we ended up with the 10 here. And obviously, as I've said multiple times throughout this video, let's jump over to the dig. All right, so for this one, a little bit different here. Second highest Gem Mint graded, third highest overall. So it does look like there might be a pristine out there somewhere that somebody may have sent in. There's a really big bug in here. I don't know if you guys heard that on the microphone. There's a really big bug in here somewhere, and I'm gonna have to find that after we do this clip. So we got centering on this at 53.47, so it's pretty far off on that one. 50-50 top bottom. I did have that right though, right spot on with that. Snapshot with notable defects are going to be the back top left corner rare. The only reason, yeah. So I didn't have that in my notes, so that is something that I did miss there. Top left, debatable. Can't see it with my eyeballs. So we'll go ahead, just jump down to the slab images, check it out here. So can't see anything at 100%. We zoom in to 800, and yep, there it is. Very small little corner touch there on the back top left. So let me get this bug out of here, and then I'm gonna go on to the next card. All right, so we've got 7 cards left, including this one here. Next one, again, pre-cut for your, I guess, your ears, to help your ears out here. So this one, we have the Castform Sunny Form. This one coming from Surging Sparks. So for this one here, I had a 10 pristine or a 10. 10 pristine if the bottom back left corner doesn't get dinged. Possible edge wear, cannot see surface imperfections or fill and fray. Still should be a 10 minimum. Measurements on the front, 49.2, 50.8, 49.9, 50.1 for left, right, top and bottom respectively, and Gem Mint 10. So we got the 10, didn't get the pristine. Still haven't seen a pristine out of these 20 cards, and I doubt we will, just because they have to be absolutely perfect. So over to the dig. All right, so once again, highest Gem Mint graded, tied for first. Good amount of other cards for this one graded. Centering 48.52. I had 49.51 basically, so I was 1 percentage point off there, and 52.48 on the back. I had 49.9 and 50.1. So basically a percentage point off either way. No notable defects, no notable dings, so this is a quick one. Looks good. Another Gem Mint 10. All right, so our next card up is going to be the Alolan Dugtrio from Surging Sparks. This one I have at a 10. I could not see any human observable defects. The card is clean. 49.1 left, 50.9 right, top 48.5, and back 51.5. Gem Mint 10. There we go. Another 10 coming out for this one. Over to the dig. All right, Alolan Dugtrio, tied for first, Gem Mint 10 and highest overall. Centering 48.52, pretty close, left and right. I was off by a percentage point, and top bottom 51.49. I did have that one. That one was good, 51.49. Snapshot with notable defects. So we have an edge wear on the front top center. Can't really tell with the naked eye, so something there that I did not catch when I was examining it with the magnifying glass. And back top left, yeah, definitely cannot see that at all. Let's go down to the slab images, see what they're seeing, what we're not. So 100% on the front, cannot see that. Let's see, it goes let's get into 200%. I think, yeah, right there at 200%. And then we keep going. And it's very, very subtle there. If you can see that. Very, very subtle on the front. And then the back was, what were we at the back? Back top left. Back top left. Can't see that with the naked eye. And yep, very, very small. Little white thing there. It also looks like there's a small hair in the slab as well, unfortunately. That does happen sometimes though. I've gotten PSA cards, CGC, and Beckett cards back like that too, so can't fault them for that. Does happen to every grading company, so can't really complain about that, and honestly can't even really see it in the slab unless I zoom in a lot. All right, so there we go, another 10. All right, so 5 cards to go. Our 5th to last is going to be Skarmory from Surging Sparks. For this one, I have a 10 as my grade guess. Minor white speck on the back top left corner, but still could 10 if the fill and fray and the surface are good. 51.49 left and right, and top bottom 50.6, 49.4. And I got a 9. So this is the first one that I've gotten wrong. I think we're doing good though. I think it's not the first one I've gotten wrong. It is the first one I've gotten wrong that is under the grade that I expected from it. So I had a 10 on this one. Let's go ahead and see why this one got a 9. All right, so for this one, we get the Mint 9. It's the highest Mint card there first, and the 62nd highest overall card graded. So let's see, we had the centering. Centering looks good, so all the centering. So the ding, we have front top right surface ink defect. So they got me on the ink defect there. That is the front top right. We'll have to look at the stereoscopic map for this one to see what they're seeing. Okay, so there's a line running through the card here. Front top right and a line running through the card. Oh yeah, I did not catch that one. Let's see if we go back to the card cam here. We'll check this out. I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera. It is a 4K camera, but sometimes it doesn't pick that stuff up. It might also be because of the holo on the card, which you can't see. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but I can see it. If I tilt the card the correct angle, there is a line running right through this card, and I did not pick that up on the grade. If I would have seen that, that is a pretty harsh print line running through there. So if I would have picked that up, I would not have submitted this card for grading. So the Tag AI grading robot over there definitely got that one right. Back top left, a little bit of corner wear. So if we go back to the dings here, this little white spot here on the back of the card definitely would not have kept it from getting a 10. But over here on the left, on the front, I'm zoomed into, let's say almost 600% here. And hopefully you can tell right here where my mouse cursor is, that is part of that print line, which I can see. We go in a little farther, comes right in here. So this 9 was definitely deserved. The tag robot does the card grading over there. Definitely got this one right. All right, so our next one coming in, and if we're going through the order that's back on the card report over here, this should be Slakoth from Surging Sparks. Yes, it is. Slakoth from Surging Sparks. I guess this one would be a 10. No human observable defects. The card was clean. Again, hopefully there's not a print line on this one too that I missed. Left, right, 50.7, 49.3, top, bottom, 48.2, and 51.8. So I guess 10, and we got a 10. So we got another Gem Mint 10 there coming from the Slakoth. So that's nice. Got that one right. Over to the dig. All right, so we got the highest, second highest, tied for second highest Gem Mint graded on this one. No notable dings, so I got that right. Could not see anything wrong with the card. 52.48 for left, right. I had 51.49, so it was a percentage point off on that, and 47.53 for top, bottom, and I had 48.52. So 1 percentage point off both ways for left, right, top, bottom. Not bad. Fill of Fray looks good. Not many points lost here on the front corners. Back corners are absolutely perfect. Edges, only a couple points missing all around. Back, same story. So yeah, it looks good. Gem Mint 10. 3 cards to go, and this should be the Braviary from Surging Sparks. And yes, it is. For this one, I actually gave this one a 9. As far as my notes go, slight edge touch on the back, top left corner, possible fray issue on the back top right corner. And I have 49.1, 50.9 left, right. Top, bottom is 45.4, 54.6. So it's very close, riding the line to those 10 specifications. And we get a Gem Mint 10. So I got this one wrong, but fortunately I was wrong in the wrong direction. So there is the Braviary. And then we'll check out the dig report over here. Let's check out this dig. And we've got highest Gem Mint first, tied. 53.47 for left, right. And I had 49.51. So it's a couple points off there. 46.54 for the top, bottom. So I was pretty close with that. I had 45.4, 54.6. So pretty close with that. Notable dings were back top right and back top left. Slight edge touch on back top left, possible fray issue on back top right. So I did have those. Defects right. But again, if you check out grading scale rubrics, you'll see that those very minor touches will not keep you from getting a 10. But they have to be very minor. You have to know what you're looking for. All right, so we've got second to last here, and according to the list on my report, this should be Pikachu EX from Scarlet and Violet Surging Sparks. This is the double rare. I had one of these graded prior and got an 8.5 on it, and that was before I started really getting into pre-grading. So that one is up on my Pikachu wall as a graded card for me. For this one, I do have a 10 on this one, and I spelled Pikachu wrong, so that's great. 51.8 left, right is 48.2, top, bottom, 49.4, 50.6. No human observable defects, card was clean, and we get for Pikachu, which I hope this is the Pikachu. Yes, it is. Get that out of there. And we get a Gem Mint 10. So I was right on this one as well. All right, so for the dig, we got centering front 50-50, 49-51, and the back 50-50, 52-48. So this one should be, this one was very close to a pristine. If it didn't have this back top left ding here, which I can't see on this picture here, let's take a look at the stereoscopic image for this, and it is up here, the top left. So it does look like there is a small indentation right there. That's what you see right here on this little map. Let's go back here and then go down to the slab image. Check that out. So on the back, see if we can see. And yep, there it is at 800%. That little white speck right there. Zoom out, can't see the speck anymore. So it looks like that, unfortunately, that very tiny ding that I can't even see with my naked eye is the only thing that kept this card from getting a 10 pristine. All right, so here we go with the last card. This is card number 20 in the submission, and this will be the Erika's Invitation from Scarlet and Violet 151. So we'll check this last one out. Really hoping this one is a 10. If there's another one that I really didn't want to get wrong, it's got to be this one. So Erika's Invitation I had as a 10, no human observable defects. Say that 3 times fast. The card is clean. Measurements left and right, 50.8, 49.2, and top bottom 47.2 and 52.8. We got the Erika's Invitation, Gem Mint 10. So I got that one right as well. Last dig report to check. All right, so we got the highest Gem Mint 10 graded here, ranked second for highest overall and the highest Gem Mint graded. Centering 53.47 for left and right on the front, and I was 2 points off each way for that. And 48.52 for the back. If we round those numbers, looks like I was at 47.53. So it was a little bit better from Tag using their robot to see the centering rather than my app. Dings, snapshot, nothing on the dings. So this card was pretty good. Phil and Frey looking real good on the front, perfect on the back. Edges nearly perfect all the way around, and the back also nearly perfect all the way around. So there we go. So that is it. That is all 20 cards. So we did really good throughout this video. 19 Gem Mint 10s right here from Tag. Only 1 9. So this is the only one that I was wrong on in the wrong direction. So I guess this would be a 10, but because of that print line I didn't pick up, it got a 9, which was definitely what it should have gotten. There's no way with that really excessive print line that this card should have got a 10. It is, if you guys could see this in person and just tilt it just the right way, you'd see just how much it does affect the card. Obviously, looking at it straight on, I cannot see that print line, but if you tilt it just a little bit, it's right there. So all in all, I went 14 for 20 on guessing my grades, and 6 of those cards, or rather 5 of those cards, I was wrong on, but I would rather have been wrong the way I was because they ended up getting 10s instead of 9s. Again, this was the only one, this Skarmory was the only one that I ended up not getting a 10 on. So overall, I think we did really good. This makes me a whole lot more confident with pre-grading all of my cards. At least I know what I'm gonna get when I send it in, at least relatively. 14 out of 20, that's pretty good. 14 out of 20 would be a 70% success rate. Obviously, I would like to have that a little bit higher. So maybe next time on the ones that I was a little bit too harsh on, maybe I should scale back my pre-grading on those. If I would have scaled back and not been as harsh with those cards, I probably could have been more in between the 80 to 90% success range. So if you're thinking about grading with Tag, I hope that this video has helped you out and helped you understand what you might be looking for when you're trying to pre-grade your cards, or check them out and see if they are good enough. I do have another submission going to Tag in the not so distant future. I would say I need 5 more cards for another bulk submission, so I'm going to try to get those together, get another submission out, and hopefully do another video like this and see if I can increase that success rate on my pre-grading. So as always, guys, thank you for watching this video. I know it was a long one. I hope that you saw me say earlier in this video that there were timestamps for specific cards down in the description. So hopefully you were able to filter through those and see specific cards that you might be interested in seeing. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done so yet, you can subscribe to the channel. It's going to be right here, and there's a couple of videos up here that you can check out, pack ripping videos, good stuff like that. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.